Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Monday. It is April, I think it's the 6th, right? Yep, Monday, April 6th.
It is Monday, and it feels like Monday.
It does feel like a Monday. Mondays usually do.
Are the days, because there's so many people at home, not working, but hanging out with the kids, are the days kind of like running together where you had like...
I think so. I heard there's
what day it is.
a local news station in another part of the country that's doing a what day is it every day. Because people are... Well, you know, as of this weekend, the CDC is recommending that everybody wear a mask, and so...
We got a mask.
Uh-oh, my mic is up against my throat. My apologies, everybody.
While
Sorry,
you're fixing
Jamie.
that, my wife stayed up till like...
Better?
11, 12, 1 o'clock last night. She got the sewing machine out.
It's a good job.
Which she hadn't...
It's an old shirt?
...used in a while. This is an old shirt that I had that was just hanging in a closet.
Paul Venema's family, his wife and her daughter are making masks, and I got some from them. They're cute. See?
There we go.
We got this.
I guess you can see my eyes, though, can't you?
Yeah.
Just to see your eyes.
That looks very good.
I look like a doctor.
Yeah, not really. You look like David Sears with a mask on your face.
Well, there you go. I guess that's a good thing, huh?
But speaking of masks, make sure you get yours. And there's a lot of, they don't want you to use medical grade ones. We need to save those for our healthcare workers.
I guess this stuff right here is what they talk about.
Yep.
Works just fine.
It's just to make sure that you don't expel anything.
Right.
If you're a silent carrier, and it helps protect you. But also, a Chicago pizzeria, they're using their pizza ovens to make masks too for the healthcare workers. This is pretty cool stuff.
They're making the face shields.
Yeah.
So apparently their oven gets hot enough where it can melt down the acrylic and they can mold it, and then they let it, they freeze it. No, I don't know if they.
It's called Demos Pizza, and they've teamed up with Avenue Metal to produce prototypes of shields. And they hope to be able to work with local hospitals to provide all the medical supplies that they should need. They have a final prototype that they say is going to be ready very, very soon. And they are still cooking pizzas, too. So they're still doing the curbside delivery of pizzas as well.
So here's my question. So when you put on the mask, does it smell like pizza?
That wouldn't be a bad thing, would it?
Big driving them. Oh, man, that's great. So let me get done with this.
I don't think that would be a bad thing.
I think that'd be pretty good.
I think so, too.
So a little pepperoni smell while you're working.
Right? A little cheese.
A little cheese.
I think it's the ingenuity is fantastic.
It's incredible what people are coming up with.
I love it. Let's take a look at your rundown.
The U.S. death toll now approaching 10,000 people. New York is reporting more than 4,000 deaths, followed by New Jersey with more than 900 and Michigan with over 600.
Italy has recorded its lowest death rate in a 24-hour period. The country's civil protection ministry says there are also fewer patients in critical condition within hospitals' intensive care units.
Church pastor Tony Spell refusing to listen to the state's stay-at-home order, instead welcoming more than 1,000 parishioners to his service.
People drove here from Kentucky, Tennessee, Atlanta, Georgia, Birmingham, Spokane, Washington.
A tiger has tested positive for the coronavirus.
The Bronx Zoo says the tiger was exposed by an asymptomatic worker. The tiger tested positive using an animal-only test.
Metro Health officials say people in our city no longer need a physician's note to get tested for COVID-19. The change comes to make testing more accessible.
Well, we're going to have to do a convention, may have to do a virtual convention. I think we should be thinking about that right now. We may not be able to put 10, 20, 30,000 people in one place, and that's very possible.
One of TV's iconic game shows is returning to prime time. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire debuted in 1999, and now a 20th anniversary edition is being hosted by our friend Jimmy Kimmel.
The U.S. Olympic Committee is donating food that won't be heading to Tokyo now that the 2020 Games have been postponed. Meals, snacks, and drinks will go to a food bank in Colorado Springs. Chris Banner normally entertains at birthday parties and other social occasions, but during this time of social distancing, he's looking to bring a little happiness to as many people as he can.
That's what you call distance dancing on a street in the UK. And it was a one-time break from self-isolation. That's now a daily event.
People finally get to blast the stereo.
And the neighbors don't complain. They go outside and join in.
Start dancing in the streets.
I love
that.
I know. Makes you
Maybe
smile.
You used to get in trouble for doing that.
Not today. Today is like get outside and dance. Shake it.
Dance in the street. Why not?
This doesn't look like a pretty day to be dancing in the street, though.
Well, that's always a tough shot because we're looking at a long distance here towards downtown, so it looks pretty hazy. It's not that bad outside. We do have some cloud cover, though. I think we're going to see some sun this afternoon. If you've been missing the sun, temperatures will warm up, too. Right now, here's what we're thinking rain chances look like this week. I think just an isolated shot today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. Maybe a couple strong storms on Wednesday. But as we get into Thursday and Friday, rain chances do pick up. We'll get a frontal boundary in here, and we may get some more beneficial rain here across South Texas. We certainly saw a lot of that over the weekend. 76 degrees today, 20% chance of a shower or thunderstorm, mostly cloudy skies, and the radar is showing us a little bit of activity out there right now, mainly up around Junction, Rock Springs up toward Fredericksburg. This is all pretty light. Here in town, it's just mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures in the 60s at this hour, 64 Randolph, 66 New Braunfels, 61 Comfort. And again, today, just a 20% chance of rain across the board. Look for some peaks of sun this afternoon. And we'll talk about those rain chances down the line and look ahead coming up here in just a couple minutes. Guys?
All right, Justin, thank you. There's a look at some of the roads around town. I-10 at Woodlawn. Things moving pretty smooth. Had a couple of wrecks early today, which is kind of strange, but as of right now, looks like things are rolling right along.
Rolling. Top stories that we're following for you today. San Antonio police need your help to track down suspects in 2 separate deadly incidents, both on the city's east side.
You could earn a cash reward of up to $5,000 for information that leads to an arrest in either case. Now, the first one we want to tell you about happened near I-10 and W.W. White Road back on November 12th. Police said they found 28-year-old Alvin White lying in the street. They say he had been hit and killed by someone who didn't stop to render aid.
Well, the second incident also happened on South W.W. White Road back on March 20th. Police tell us 63-year-old Amanda Carrillo was crossing the street in front of Lockaway Storage when she was hit and killed. Investigators say the car involved in this crash will likely have a broken passenger headlight and damage to the right side near the front bumper. If you have any information about either case, call Crime Stoppers at 210-224-STOP.
A woman behind bars this morning after police say she shot a man during a fight.
It happened at the Highland Park Apartments, which is in the 1300 block of Rigsby Avenue. It was around 4 this morning. According to police, the man showed up at the apartment and began arguing with his girlfriend in the parking lot. Police say that's when the woman came out of her apartment and shot him.
The man taken to a hospital in serious but stable condition. The woman arrested on a charge of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Investigators are interviewing other people at the scene where a second gun was also found.
Later today, Governor Greg Abbott will be having a press conference about the latest on the coronavirus pandemic.
Abbott said in a press conference last week that Texas will experience its peak in cases by the end of April. Meanwhile, Mayor Ron Nirenberg says based on current models, Bexar County likely won't hit the peak until early May. The governor will be joined by the Texas Department of State Health Services and the Texas Division of Emergency Management today.
The press conference will be on Texas efforts to combat COVID-19, and it's scheduled to happen around 2 o'clock at the state capitol in Austin. You can watch it live right here on KSAT 12 and online at KSAT.com.
Major route changes coming to VIA buses this morning.
VIA officials say riders should only make essential trips during this time, so riders are being asked to maintain adequate space aboard the bus whenever possible. No fares will be collected through April 30th. All routes will be on Saturday schedules during the week. We have more on those specific changes on our website, so once again, just visit KSAT.com.
Turning to your morning headlines now, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson recovering in the hospital this morning.
It comes 10 days after he tested positive for coronavirus. A statement from Downing Street Sunday said Johnson was admitted as a precautionary step for further testing. The 55-year-old has been running the country remotely and continues to do so from the hospital.
And how about this video? That fire from thousands of rental cars. They were destroyed at a Florida airport after they broke out on fire. The fire started with just 20 vehicles in a grassy overflow area at Southwest Florida International in Fort Myers. Then it spread over a dozen acres, burning a total of 3,500 cars.
It took fire crews more than 18 hours to put out the blaze. No injuries were reported, and the fire is under investigation.
And here's some news to lift your spirits. Healthcare workers at Hershey Children's Hospital in Pennsylvania breaking out their dance moves to boost morale.
The staff from the Pediatric Intermediate Care Unit danced to Sister Sledge's classic, "We Are Family." I know I can't sing. The clip was posted on Facebook with the caption, "Sorry, coronavirus, you cannot take away our sunshine. This is how our PMCU family finds joy in the hard times."
I think you sing fine. Now let's take a look at your tech and business headlines. Here's our friends at Cheddar.
Hello, everyone. This is your daily tech and business briefing from Cheddar. New York City banning the video conferencing platform Zoom in schools, this over security concerns. The popular app is coming under fire of privacy concerns as those emerge as the phenomenon known as Zoom bombing is on the rise. The term refers to hijackers who disrupt calls with inappropriate or hateful content. The CEO responded by assuring its members that it's working to patch up security holes and encryption policies. Meanwhile, Uber Eats is launching a new feature for customers who want to donate to restaurants all amid the coronavirus pandemic. Uber plans to match every dollar donated to the Restaurant Employee Relief Fund. That fund represents over 500,000 restaurants. And Hobby Lobby is facing a cease and desist order from at least 2 states after quietly reopening some of their locations, defying stay-at-home orders. Since receiving the cease and desist order, the arts and crafts retailer has closed all their stores nationwide. Nearly all their employees are being furloughed as well. And that's your Cheddar Business and Tech Update. I'm Baker Machado, coming to you from New York City.
He almost said that with a southern accent, didn't he?
You think?
Well,
That sounded like Baker Machado to me.
It sounded New Yorkish, though. New York City. Maybe so. 909, 63 degrees.
That was a New York accent? You're hilarious. Still ahead on GMSA at 9, Tim Duncan, now officially an NBA Hall of Famer. RJ Marquez joins us to tell us more about this year's inductees and what's next for the league.
The internet is buzzing about the Netflix documentary show Tiger King. And this morning, fans have more reasons to be excited, Leslie, when a new episode is expected coming up later in the news. Another episode.
Exciting.
Yes, people like you that love
music, creativity, and learning how to DJ. Good morning, I'm Max Massey. How a local nonprofit is stepping up and helping out. That's next.
And checking the Dow, it's in positive territory, up significantly over 1,000 points at 22,110. A San Antonio nonprofit is shifting gears to help students work on their creativity while they're stuck at home by teaching them to DJ.
Ooh, want to be a DJ. You have the DJ voice? You have that?
Leslie Crawford Mouton with the voice of Lafayette. Did that once.
Max Massey introduces us to the AM Project and joins us live.
Hey, Max, how's it going?
Hey guys, doing well so far. Now, this is a really cool situation. It's a really cool program. It is the AM Project. And the coolest part about it is you can do it right from your couch. Also, this is my apartment. Welcome to my home. But no, the cool part is you can learn, you can be creative, and you can actually become a DJ. I am joined here by Rick, right here virtually from the AM Project. Good morning, Rick.
Good morning.
So how does this all work?
Well, we started off as a brick and mortar, and we've been working on our online model for about a year or so now, and fortunately, we kind of have something in place. So right now, we're inviting kids to come take free music production classes. You can go to our website and sign up. We're meeting twice a week, and we're doing it via screen share, which I can show you a little bit of that right now if you like.
Absolutely. Take us through it.
Okay. So this is, we kind of during class, you'd hear me talking for a moment, and then we'd switch over to, that's our website, to this online, it's called Soundtrap. And it's got this really great collaborative environment. We chat with our students and work on projects in real time with them. They learn all about song structure out here. They're going to be layering in tracks, drums, piano, guitars, instrumentation, and hopefully at the end of the 2 weeks that they'll, two and a half weeks or so that they'll be in class with us, they'll have learned this software and compose their first song.
Why do this? Why is this so important to teach these kids about music?
I feel like especially right now, you know, kids are trapped inside and they get to go outside and play a little bit, but they don't have the one-on-one interaction. They're doing homeschooling, and so we thought we'd bring our creativity into their home and give them a little bit of a release and think about some other stuff and create hopefully some beauty in their life and provide that to others.
Fantastic, Rick. Thank you so much. We're going to check back with you at 9:30. And guys, at 9:30, I'm going to give it a go, see if I can figure that out. In the meantime, start brainstorming. Think of a good DJ name for me. David, Leslie?
A good DJ name for Max. Max.
Mad Max.
Mad Max.
Your music man.
Mad Max, the music man. I like that.
Ooh.
So that's more. That's
Or
more
Magic
like,
Max.
like learning how to mix records than it is like being a DJ on the radio. Is that right?
It's more like a nightclub DJ, it sounds like, where you go,
Yeah.
into the songs.
Scratching. Maybe scratching some albums. Yeah. Is that what that is, Max?
He's like, I don't know. People, please stop talking.
Yeah, I got it. I got it.
Thank you, Max. So let's take you outside now and bring Justin Horn. Well, actually, we don't go outside, but just go to the weather lab. Were you ever a DJ?
No. But I do miss the old days where you had the DJ and.
How old, Justin?
How old?
Like the old days.
You tell me, David. You were
a DJ.
You were a DJ once, weren't you?
Radio station right back here, KITY and KJ97.
Those were the good old days.
Yeah, thanks.
Hey, we've been talking about having the kiddos do a little bit of weather at home, a little bit of science mixed in there in your homeschooling. We've got a group of kids, or a couple of kids today, being junior meteorologists. This is the Hampshires. Take a listen.
Hi, everyone. Oak is high today, so if you're like me, for people who have allergies, you can expect runny noses and itchy eyes. Maud is high today, too. The radar has no wind on it. It will be partly sunny with 0% rain today and tomorrow. And you can expect rain and thunderstorms for the rest of the week, and 70s are the highs. Bye. Bye. Hi, everyone.
More.
Oak is high today.
Let me see it again.
That was perfect.
They're adorable.
I mean, just perfect.
Good job,
I guess
kids.
you're done. Good job.
Yeah, man, they did great. I've been so impressed with all the talent we've been getting in here, but fantastic job.
Keep them coming.
Yeah, we'll have more coming up this week. Hey, the rainfall this weekend was fantastic. We saw the aquifer jump up 2.7 feet since Thursday. So we're up to 6.73. That's as of this morning. So pretty big jump there. The rainfall came down really good on Saturday. Now, it was chilly, but it was just a great day to sort of stay indoors and watch some movies, considering what we have going on. It'll be a little bit of a change today because I do think we'll see some sun. The clouds are there. You see off in the distance the thinning of the clouds, and maybe the sun pops out this afternoon. Temperatures in the 60s right now. We have a little bit of fog in spots. Not a big deal here, but Rock Springs seeing visibility close to zero. Uvalde down about 2.5 miles. And the Doppler radar showing that things are pretty quiet. We do have a couple showers showing up on the radar up there across the hill country. These are pretty light. Moving off to the north and east shouldn't be a big issue for now. And I think really the radar stays fairly quiet today. There could be some pop-up showers or storms, but we're not looking for a whole lot. And even this activity is starting to die down now as it moves away. That'll be sort of the nature of the activity we see today. And this is the computer model. Shows, a couple showers popping up here and there, but just nothing that's terribly heavy or widespread. Satellite picture shows a lot of cloud cover right now. We'll look at the temperatures. 66 New Braunfels, 64 Seguin, 67 in Pleasanton. You zoom out some. There are some pockets of sun as you get up over towards Gonzales. Temperatures there already closing in on 70 degrees. 63 Uvalde, 59 right now in Rock Springs, and 65 in Del Rio. Dew points are on the rise. Moisture's back, and we're going to see pretty high dew points next few days. You'll see these temperatures in the 60s, dew point temperatures in the 60s pretty consistently this week until our frontal boundary comes through, and that's probably on Thursday. So here's the big picture. We got a little bit of unsettled weather here in Texas, but you'll notice out towards California, a lot of rain, snow. That's our next storm system, or at least some of that energy is going to make it in our direction as we get into Thursday and Friday. Now, the question is, how quickly does it move? Computer models aren't really agreeing on this, but I think probably it'll be in here by the end of the week, and that kicks up our rain chances some. And as we look towards Tuesday, just some isolated stuff. Wednesday, just some isolated stuff. By Wednesday, it'll be a lot warmer, though, so we could see a couple of maybe stronger storms. And then by Thursday, I think our rain chances start to increase as this gets a little bit closer. Also, we'll have a frontal boundary coming through. And even Friday into Saturday, some more rain chances. My hope is that Easter Sunday, it clears out and we'll get some pretty good weather. Temperatures today, 76 degrees, 20% chance of some showers and storms. Southeasterly winds, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow, 85, 20% chance of rain. 88 on Wednesday, 20% chance of rain, but we up it to a 40% chance Thursday and for Good Friday. Temperatures do cool down a little bit with that frontal boundary on Thursday. And Saturday, 30% chance of rain and perhaps clearing out for Easter Sunday with temperatures in the upper 70s. Guys?
Looks nice. and strange.
I know, but I like it. I like that we're getting another cool front coming through. It's nice.
9:20, 63 degrees, still ahead on GMSA at 9. The NBA Hall of Fame class of 2020 has been announced, and it includes one of the Spurs Giants. RJ Marquez is going to join us live after the break. We'll talk about Tim Duncan and the other inductees. It is official. Tim Duncan headed to the Hall of Fame.
As he should be.
Yes.
RJ Marquez joins us live to discuss Duncan's big day and more on the NBA's latest efforts to restart this season. Hey there.
Yeah, what's up, guys? Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. This is not really surprising news. He absolutely deserves this honor.
Yeah, this was basically the official announcement where Tim Duncan is headed to the Hall of Fame. We all knew it when he announced his retirement in the summer of 2016. So, again, not a surprise by any means, but still just a great honor to actually see the announcement take place on Saturday. Of course, I mean, the accolades, the accomplishments are unbelievable when it comes to Tim Duncan, 5-time NBA champion, 3-time Finals MVP. He was named the regular season MVP twice. Oh, and he also had 15 All-Star Game appearances, stayed his entire career, 15 seasons in San Antonio. And what I really enjoyed, guys, about the announcement on Saturday was that he was interviewed live on ESPN, and then later on, the Spurs shared a little bit of a video with all the media organizations. And it seems like Tim has become a lot more reflective on what he's accomplished. He thanked his teammates, the coaches, the organization. He said that he never felt underappreciated, and the goal for him was always to win. The goal for the team was always to win. So in that sense, that it was he never felt like he was like being downplayed or anything like that. I just like the fact that he talked about not only the win but the losses as well, and regrouping and the guys coming together for a common goal. And I don't know if David can maybe kind of speak to this. It seems like Tim is just kind of speaking more like he kind of understands a little bit more of what he accomplished now.
Well, I think once you kind of get away from the game a little bit, although he is coaching now, but I think he realizes the accomplishments that he did have throughout his career, and not only what it meant to him and his team, but also what it meant to a city. I mean, think about this. The guy played his entire career with just one head coach in one city, and that's remarkable when you think about all the times that these guys move around the NBA and change teams.
And we're so grateful to him for all he did, not only on the court but off the court. I mean, he really
it's truly unbelievable what he's done. Now he goes in with Kobe Bryant, Kevin Garnett. Of course, Kobe's career very parallel to Tim Duncan in a sense. Also won 5 championships, and unfortunately, Kobe passed away earlier this year, so he'll be elected posthumously. And guys, I know you guys mentioned at the very top about some of the NBA stuff. They are now trying to come up with some different options here. One of them is to play horse. That should be interesting.
That would be fun.
We'll see if the season kind of it resumes here. I think late June, early July 1st, or around that period is really kind of the sort of the ultimate end date when the NBA can restart. So a lot of different things going on.
Well, keep us posted from home.
Very interesting to see him play horse.
Definitely, guys.
Thanks.
Have a good one.
All right,
Bye,
RJ,
guys.
thanks. Appreciate it.
Time now is 9:20. What?
Well, I was going to say they could play horse because you could have one guy on his court over here, another guy on his court over here.
Absolutely.
They're watching each other, so that would be something that you could do.
They'll come up with something, I'm sure. 9:27 now and 63 degrees outside. Lots more ahead on GMSA at 9.
As the number of coronavirus-related deaths continue to grow in the U.S., federal officials are warning people this week it's going to be a hard one. CNN's Whitney Wild joins us live to break down the latest. Coming up.
Communicating with family via posts on social media, the San Antonio Symphony going viral, and more episodes of Tiger King. Erica Hernandez will join us with details on those trending stories. Welcome back. It's now 9:31. Since we're all pretty much stuck at home, it's easy to develop cabin fever.
One local nonprofit working to keep kids entertained and keep them learning. The AM Project hopes to inspire students to celebrate the love of art and music.
Max Massey joins us live. So, Max, how does the AM Project hope to do that?
Hey guys, well they're doing it through creativity, through music, through teaching, and through DJing. Now since I've last checked in at 9 a.m., well, I've created somewhat of a beat. Oh, that's kind of a lie. Rick here from the AM Project really created the beat. I just added to it, so take a listen. David, I want to hear your thoughts.
You're asking David?
David, feel free to drop some freestyle lyrics on it.
That's Mad Max spitting a stack of wax.
Ooh, that's good, David.
KSAT radio.
Fantastic.
Coming to you live.
Coming to you live. Go Mad Max.
Nice. Yeah, coming to you live in my apartment. All right, so anyway, we are here with Rick from the AM Project. So why are you guys doing this?
You know, I kind of feel like if everybody in the community works together to make everyone else's lives better, that's kind of what it's about for us. We started off with a thought a long time ago that all kids have similar potential, all kids have similar opportunities, but not all kids have similar resources, and we kind of wanted to make a dent there. So we started this nonprofit to hopefully provide music and instrumentation to kids that might not have that opportunity.
Now, yeah, at first you guys actually went school to school, bringing the equipment and everything, and now you can do it virtually. And what I've learned, and honestly the last 20 minutes, is that it is so easy to communicate with you guys through screen sharing and through this platform that you have.
Yeah, we're really, really happy with it. It's called Soundtrap, and there's a variety of different music production softwares out there, but we found that doing it online and collaborating with students, this was the best solution for us.
Fantastic. All right, Rick, thank you so much. And David, Leslie, if you guys want to get involved, we have all the information right now on KSAT.com. It is super easy. David, I know you want to go back to the ones and twos, so you can add some bass, put some piano, some jazz, whatever your heart desires.
Wow, I'm going to see him do all that.
And you know, what's great about that is the sky's the limit for these kids.
Yep.
I mean, you don't have to have a whole lot of talent. You just got to get on there and start working it. Next thing you know, you've pretty much made your own record.
That's cool stuff.
Yeah, neat.
Thank you, Max.
Mad Max.
Mad Max.
All right, let's take it over to Justin.
Master of music mixing.
I like Max to the max.
Max and Max.
To the max.
Yeah.
I like
Music Max.
music.
Music. Well, that works too.
Music.
All good. All good options. Hey, the pollen count is in. Not great news. You know, we lost oak over the weekend because of the rain. It helped us quite a bit, but oak jumped right back up today. It's in a high category, 2,660 mold. Also high, no surprise there because of the rain. Mulberry, pecan, hackberry also show up in today's pollen count. Take a look at this. I took this picture over the weekend. So I called this the yin and yang of spring in South Texas. You get these beautiful flowers blooming with the rain, but then all the oak came off, and I had piles of oak pollen around my house. But there you go. Doppler radar shows that we've got a couple showers up there in the hill country this morning. Most of these are really starting to dissipate. So not a lot out there right now, but I do think we could see a couple of isolated showers and storms through the afternoon. Temperatures 67 New Braunfels, 64 Rio Medina, 67 in Castroville. Everyone, for the most part, looking at mostly cloudy skies. We'll see some breaks in those clouds today, up to 76, and it only goes up from there. We could be up close to 90 by Wednesday. We'll talk about that forecast coming up in just a couple minutes. Guys?
All right, Justin, thank you. I-10 at La Cantera. Not a lot of traffic out there because there's not a lot of shopping going on at La Cantera, so traffic's kind of slow. That's a good thing. So it's slow everywhere, it looks like. Hey, an area nursing home is getting creative as to how their residents can communicate with their families, and a new episode of the hit Netflix docuseries Tiger King will soon be released. A new series.
How about that? The details on those stories and more. Erica Hernandez joins us live from her home. Hi there, Erica.
Hey guys, good morning. How are y'all?
Good. How are you doing?
We're holding up over here. Well, I want to get started on the story about Gonzales Nursing Home. It is a cute story. It's going viral with photos they have been posting on social media. Currently, no visitors are allowed at nursing homes because of the coronavirus crisis, but that hasn't stopped the staff and residents at Texan Nursing Rehab of Gonzales from having some fun. Staff is posting photos of residents holding up signs with messages to their families. Some are heartfelt and say, "I'm doing all right and I'll be happy when I can see you again." And others add a little humor, like one that reads, "When this is all over, come see me and bring the Lone Star light. I only have one left." The regional director of the facility tells us that overall the patients are safe and happy, but are ready to see their loved ones. I love this story, and just to see a little bit of humor and lightheartedness as they're there just sitting there on their own right now.
We need more feel-good stories, for sure.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, next up, the San Antonio Symphony has turned to the virtual world for one special performance. They got together and performed Edward Elgar's Nimrod from Enigma Variations. Instructions were sent out to the musicians to record their parts on their phones using a metronome to keep the pace. It was then all edited together. They hope this video provides a bright light for some during the pandemic. We have the full video up on KSAT.com. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but this is really cool how they put this all together.
That's the talent.
I was going to say, that's talent at its best right there. If you can do it by yourself and then put it together and make it sound like you're all together, that's incredible.
Everybody needs to go check that one out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And finally, if you're a fan of the Netflix docuseries Tiger King, are you ready for another episode?
Yes.
I don't know. David, are you a fan?
No, I told Leslie this morning my goal is to not watch any of them.
Okay.
And so far, he's accomplished that.
So far, I'm good.
Yeah, really. Well, Jeff Lowe, one of the stars of the true crime hit, revealed that there's one more episode coming to Netflix next week. Lowe says Netflix is currently filming the episode, but Netflix has not commented on this yet. So we are still not completely sure if this is happening or not. The Tiger King story just won't go away, and people are still talking about the show. And the memes are hilarious. I know you're constantly seeing everybody their opinions when they watch it. And I don't know. I think I'm ready for another episode is needed.
Oh, I agree. We have to have a follow-up.
Do we really need another one?
Well, you can't really comment because you haven't watched any of it. I
haven't watched any of them, but I know what I would eat if I was watching them.
What's that? Some caramel popcorn?
There you go.
Okay, then.
Today is National Caramel Popcorn Day. Tomorrow is National Beer Day, so you can have a beer along with your popcorn, David.
Take some of those folks in the nursing home that beer.
National Empanada Day. Thursday is National Unicorn Day. Friday is Good Friday and National Siblings Day. Saturday is National Pet Day. And Sunday, of course, is Easter. You guys, I hope you guys all have a happy Easter.
You too, Erica. Thank you so much, and stay safe.
All right, Erica, thank you. Appreciate it. It's good stuff.
We keep talking about how people are passing the time and entertaining kiddos, and this one's terrific. Yeah. This is a funny, fun story that does make you smile.
So she's been doing it for a while, but this lady apparently puts bears in situations in her house and around the yard to entertain her kids, and she's been doing it for several years, but now it's really caught on since everybody's stuck at home these days.
Yeah, she's a mother of 4. She couldn't bear the isolation and boredom.
Wait, say that again?
What?
She couldn't what?
She couldn't bear. Get it? Mom gets very creative. Get that one? So what she does is she poses giant teddy bears performing daily tasks. Look, there they are, taking out the garbage. Sometimes they're gardening. Sometimes they're just having a cocktail. And she posted the picture. She said she used to do this to entertain the kids when they were little.
Yeah, like 8 years ago she started this.
And then someone in a neighboring town, this is in England, by the way, someone in a neighboring town posted pictures on social media, and it got back to her that somebody else is, as they said, nutty like you.
Yeah.
And doing this, and that inspired her to redo it again, to start doing it once again.
She said it wasn't really competition. It was kind of neat that somebody else was actually doing the same thing. So it just she kind of upped her game to see where she could put these bears and get them in certain situations.
So sometimes they're washing, sometimes they're playing with the children's play equipment, maybe sitting in the family car. Making people laugh and enjoy it, and I think it's super creative.
There was one picture from behind the bears, and they're all sitting in the windowsill, looking out the window, and it's like kids doing it. So it was pretty cool. There's that picture, and it was pretty fun. And I just wonder if the porridge was good.
Oh, I bet it was. I think it was. Goldilocks liked her porridge.
9:40, 63 degrees.
You're watching GMSA at 9. Some new travel restrictions being put into place amid the coronavirus pandemic. CNN's Whitney Wild will join us live to break it all down. Coming up.
Welcome back. Let's talk pollen now. Oak season's still here. We've been watching the peak of oak season. I think we are past it. That is my hope anyway. Today it's at 2,660. We're still in the high category. Jumped back up today after going away for the weekend because of the rainfall. We should be on the downslide here, and I'm hoping in general that this number on average starts to go down. As we look outside right now, we've got some mostly cloudy skies, and this is a time lapse here. So we've had some peaks of sun out there off in the distance as we look off to the east. Clouds are trying to thin there. 63 degrees at the airport. Dew point is at 61 easterly winds at about 5 miles per hour. And the visible satellite picture shows those clouds streaming over top of us. But we do have some of those breaks as we look off to the east. 64 in Seguin. You're seeing a little bit of sun there. And then out towards Gonzales, same story. And temperatures there are jumping up. 70 degrees in Gonzales right now. Back off towards the west, though, quite a bit more cloud cover. 59 in Rock Springs, 62 right now in Kerrville. Visibility is down, especially around Rock Springs. We're down close to 0. Everybody else is doing fine as far as fog is concerned. We're certainly not seeing any here in San Antonio. There were a few showers off to our north and west a little bit earlier up there around Junction. Those really have dissipated. The radar may reveal a couple of isolated showers and storms today, but I think they'll be few and far between. We're not going to see widespread rain. And there's that activity we were looking at earlier. Just as quickly as it popped up, it's gone away now. Here's the futurecast in the short term, at least, and it does show a couple more showers popping up. We certainly can't rule it out, especially as you get up towards Junction and out towards Del Rio this afternoon. Here's the big picture. You'll notice most of the country is void of really any active weather, except for us here in Texas, seeing a few showers, and in California, seeing quite a bit of rain and snow in the higher elevations. That is an upper level low. We see it very nicely here on water vapor. And there's a lot of questions here. Where does this storm system go and how does it affect us? One computer model brings it in here pretty quickly. Another one sort of lags it out to the west for a while and then brings it in. Probably, I think our rain chances will increase by Thursday and Friday. And then hopefully this system will be through here by Easter Sunday and we'll get some pretty nice weather. Here's what the futurecast is showing. By Wednesday, a couple of isolated showers and storms. Then by Thursday, an increase in rain, probably our best chance of rain. We're going to get a frontal boundary associated with this too. And then by Friday, we'll get some more chances as well, Friday into Saturday, as that low slowly moves in our direction. So 76 degrees today, 20% chance of rain. Southeasterly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. And the rain chances really stay on the low end next few days. 20% tomorrow, 20% on Wednesday. Sun more plentiful both days, and so temperatures really jump up. 85 Tuesday, 88 Wednesday. But Thursday we get that frontal boundary, cools us down, picks up the rain chances, 40%. We'll keep that going into Friday. Still some rain chances on Saturday too before clearing out some Easter Sunday, at least as it stands right now. That is subject to change. 78 degrees for high on Sunday. Guys?
Thank you so much.
All right, Justin, thank you. The COVID-19 pandemic far from under control in the U.S. The number of confirmed cases and deaths continue to grow. Federal officials say this week is going to be a hard one.
CNN's Whitney Wild joins us live from Washington, D.C. with more. So, Whitney, the U.S. Surgeon General said this week is likely going to be bad. Can you explain what that meant?
Well, part of the reason is because it's this lag in data. So the U.S. says that they've now conducted, and this is what the administration says, that they've now conducted 1.6 million tests. But the problem is getting the data for the testing. So that's one challenge that can end up delaying some of the data for the new infections, for example. But the other element at play here, and this is something Dr. Fauci warned us about several days ago, is the death numbers will begin to peak later on. So we were expecting that the peak death toll numbers would come this week and next week. So that's why the Surgeon General is saying that this is the most difficult time. However, Dr. Fauci did say that even though that is the most devastating statistic, it can also coincide with fewer infections. So while it is so heartbreaking and difficult to move through the peak of the death numbers, we may at the same time start to begin to see fewer infections. So that's some of the stuff that we are going to be watching for over the next week or two. David and Leslie.
Hey, Whitney, even while all this is going on over the next week or two, as you say, they're looking to the future. New travel restrictions are being put in place, especially for cruise ship passengers. So if one day you want to get back on a cruise ship, what do these folks need to know?
Well, right now, there are severe restrictions in place for anybody getting off of a cruise ship. So right now, the CDC and other agencies are saying, look, if you're getting off a cruise ship, you have to find your own way home. They are not allowed to take public transportation. Rather, they have to find private transportation, a charter flight, for example, home, and they have to quarantine for 14 days. So a very severe travel restriction, although it is at least one answer when for several days leading up to this point, there were questions about what was going to happen to these people who were stuck on ships for weeks and days at a time, if they were going to be allowed to dock. So while not an answer anybody wants to hear, it is at least an answer. And as we move forward, we will be watching for any other travel restrictions. The administration has said at this point, they are reluctant to put air travel restrictions on hotspots, for example, although I'll tell you, some airlines are restricting travel to those areas anyway, so that may be the kind of thing that the private industry takes its own measures. David and Leslie.
All right, Whitney Wild with CNN. Thank you so much for all you're doing, and as always, stay safe.
It is now 9:50 and 63 degrees.
You're watching GMSA at 9, and we will be right back. Welcome back. It's now 9:53. This week here at KSAT, we are honoring the Queen of Tejano music, Selena.
Her legacy has continued to grow throughout the years, and her music has stood the test of time. This Sunday, we're going to have our 1-hour special called Siempre Selena. We'll take a look at her ties to San Antonio, speak to those who knew her best, and share some rare photos you may have never seen before. And we also will be hearing from a new generation of fans who weren't even born when Selena passed away.
I grew up, waking up in the morning with my mother cleaning and hearing music in the background, even going to fiesta events like at the Market Square. I would always love listening to her music. And the movie is so inspirational to me and to Mexican Americans around the country. And, it's just been a major part of my life.
Siempre Selena airs this Sunday at 9 p.m. For more on Selena's life and legacy, just go to ksat.com/Selena.
All right, before we get back to Justin, let's check in on some traffic with Trans Guy. Looks, wow, that's kind of a bright shot there, huh? It's moving, and it seems to be moving pretty smoothly.
And we'll take a look, one last look at the forecast. 76 degrees today, mostly cloudy. There's an outside chance of a shower or storm. We'll see some more chances tomorrow, Wednesday, low chances. Those rain chances pick up Thursday and Friday.
All right, you have little ones.
Mm-hmm.
Easter's a big deal for the little ones.
It is, yes.
Because of the Easter egg hunts.
Sure.
Well, we have an idea for you.
Okay, let's hear it.
It's a new way to do it while social distancing.
Okay.
Are you walking around in your neighborhood a little bit, taking some strolls?
Oh, yeah, for
Keeping
sure.
Social distancing from other people?
Yeah.
So the new type of egg hunt is you get some pictures of eggs. I assume you want to color them up any way you want to. Get your kids to color them real nice and bright, and then you stick them in various spots on the front of your house, like in your windows and stuff. And then when people go on walks on Sunday,
they can say, I found one, I see one. Okay. And this is actually put on by a local group of moms, and they're calling it a new kind of egg hunt. You print out an egg or two from the printables on their website. Then you hide them in your windows, as David was saying. You can also just create your own, or if you want to print theirs out, you can do that. Then you go on the neighborhood walk. Your kids hunt for the eggs.
That's a good idea.
You could probably leave kind of like some messages on them, like, I don't know.
Happy Easter?
Like Happy Easter, or,
Yeah.
Hang in there, enjoy
Hang
the
in there. It's Alamo City Moms, by the way, so you can visit their website.
Don't cry? Is that
don't crack.
Oh, don't crack.
Don't crack. Exactly.
Yeah.
So Alamo.
Oh, man.
Excellent idea. Alamo City Moms website. Again, Alamo City Moms, and print out the pictures, make them all colorful, put them in your windows, or just make your own. You can do that too.
Great idea.
Yeah, I like it. Thanks for being with us, everybody.
We'll see you back here for KSAT 12 News at noon. Have a great Monday. Excellent day.